What is your assessment for the BJP? The big question everybody is asking is, will lotus bloom this time?
Yes, definitely. Multiple lotus, number of lotuses will bloom. South Chennai, definitely lotus will bloom.
What gives you so much confidence?
The love and affection shown to us by the people and our Honorable Prime Minister's candidature as Prime Minister candidate. The other contestants, they cannot say who is their Prime Minister candidate. DMK cannot say their Prime Minister candidate. ADMK cannot say either their CM candidate or Prime Minister candidate. They have neither CM nor PM. We are the only party who have the very strong Prime Minister candidate, and people are showing their love and affection measurelessly, because you would have watched the rally.
Yeah.
And people poured from different parts of the Chennai, and people were with the Josh, and because of that only all the other opponents are frightened. They are sleepless now. So our Honorable Prime Minister visit and our Honorable Prime Minister schemes, each and every scheme, each and every house is benefited by his scheme. Whether it is Ayushman Bharat, whether it's Jan Aushadh, whether it is Jal Jeevan, all the schemes, whether a housing scheme, all the people, anyone will be benefited by one of our Honorable Prime Minister's scheme. So only the state government is jittery. So these all will add our strength, and definitely lotus will bloom in Tamil Nadu.
Mr. Stalin, the Chief Minister, in an interview to News 18 has said that BJP does not have any real issues. That's why they are raising non-issues like Kachetiva. What do you have to say about that?
Now, what issues Stalin has? Today Stalin has asked 23 questions about Jallikattu, about Tamil in the court proceedings, and education being in the central subject from the state subject. I am asking from BP Singh to Manmohan Singh. They were in power. For more than 2 decades they were in central power. I am asking one question instead of 23 questions. Why didn't you do all these things when you were in power? What did you do when our brothers and sisters were killed in Sri Lanka? Did you go and visit? So he is jittery, he is sleepless. He is telling Honorable PM is sleepless. In fact, if we wake up Stalin, he will tell Modi. Then only he will awake. So he's so much distressed.
Okay. But on the Kachetiva issue itself, why do you think it's an issue that will have resonance today in 2024? This issue was settled in 1974, 50 years ago.
Not settled, it was given.
Yes.
It was donated. Why? Our Tamil land, why donated? DMK was afraid of the corruption charges. Then Honorable PM and Indira Gandhi was frightening them. So because of that, now let Stalin, whatever may be his allegation, let him answer. Why did they give Kachetiva? On what compulsion they give the land of Tamil Nadu to Sri Lanka? Let them tell the answer. Without that, why you want to tell during the election period? At least now we are very particular. They were in power for more than 2 decades. Why didn't they think of getting back the Kachetiva? All the problems the fishermen are facing are due to Kachetiva. And even the celebrations in the church, and people are unable to go and attend it properly. Even Tamil people are unable to go, and our Honorable Vajpayee ji mentioned it as Vali Thivu. Vali is a character from Ramayana. And our Honorable Jana Krishnamurthy legally fought for the Kachetiva. What did they do? For everything they are legally fighting. What did they do? So Stalin is just lying, and he is for alliance sake, for victoria's sake, he is talking. People won't respond, and definitely we will win, and his color will be exposed.
Joining us now is the Central Chennai candidate and the multi-term winning Member of Parliament, Mr. Dayanidhi Maran. Thank you very much for speaking with us. So Prime Minister has been coming to Tamil Nadu, to Chennai, roadshow 6 or 7 times. He says lotus is going to bloom this time in Tamil Nadu.
See, the Prime Minister has come to Tamil Nadu close to about 8 times now. The questions we are asking is this. Throughout, for the last 3 years, the Tamil Nadu government has been raising issues that the proper finance release has not been happening to Tamil Nadu. See, in earlier now, when last December, when we had the floods, and Chennai was most affected because we had more than 200 centimeters of rain, which is never seen before. So we asked for assistance from the union government, and we decided to give a relief of 6,000 per family for each family in Chennai. The Prime Minister initially said that he'll consider it, he'll send someone to come and look at it, but not a single rupee had come. What has happened now is that Thoothukudi, for the last 200 years, we have never seen a kind of a flooding. It's a barren land. it has really got flooded. So even then we asked first, Prime Minister has not responded. Union government has not responded. But the Prime Minister did come to Chennai the last 1 month, 3 or 4 times. He didn't even bother to visit the affected areas. The least thing he could have done is, okay, I can't give you money because I don't have the heart to give you any relief. I'll at least come and console you. He went to Thoothukudi to inaugurate the port. He could have gone to those people and said, okay, let me console you. You will be affected. He didn't fail to do it. It is affecting him. Prime Minister is free to do a road show. We are more happy then. But to understand that the road show is not for Tamil Nadu. He knows that the India Alliance is going to form the government. He's so worried about the North Indian voters, especially North India is going to vote differently. This road show is to impress the North Indian voters that, see, I have support in Tamil Nadu. That means I'm still continuing to have support. He's trying to hoodwink the voters.
But tell me, Mr. Maran, the BJP's claim is that there is a substantial chunk of the electorate here in Tamil Nadu who are sick and tired of this oscillation between DMK, 5 years of ADMK, and they're looking for a third alternative, and the BJP is the third alternative.
See, unfortunate, Saka. The narrative which is sent by the BJP IT is being spearheaded and pushed down the throat to all the national news channels, including yours. Every national newspaper are to put the narrative. See, that is not the fact. We have a lot of keyboard warriors here who try to promote. So how can we see? 2019 we failed miserably. 2021 we failed miserably. 2022 you failed miserably. So in 2024 you just become a stronger. Yeah. The ground grassroots, we are the grassroots. We know what is happening. They are boosting themselves up, but that's not the reality. BJP will not even win one seat. They will not even come second place. Probably they'll come a little bit more than Nota.
You are saying that they will not win even a single seat and they will be behind ADMK in terms of vote share also?
They will be just little above Nota.
Little above Nota.
Yeah.
But Mr. Maran, the question also that's being asked is, Prime Minister again has raised this whole issue of Kachetiv, saying, DMK gave it away, Congress gave it away, Indira Gandhi and Mr. Karunanidhi gave it away.
The irony of the whole issue is that this Annamalai files for RTI on 5th of March. 12th of March he gets a reply. That narrative which is, he wants it. See, nobody, for a common man, we can't get our narrative so fast. The Prime Minister for India for the last 10 years is Narendra Modi. Why didn't you do anything about this? You never realized that Kachetiv was given away by Congress or DAP. You gave 36,000 crores as a gift to Colombo when they were struggling financially. You could have taken back Kachetiv then. Because of election, you have nothing else. You want to cover up your CAG report of 7.5 lakh crores, which you want to do electoral bonds. You want to change the shift of people. And whereas otherwise, the incursion of China's incursion is naming Arunachal Pradesh. You have nothing to say that. So you want to just diverge. This is the narrative of BJP.
برای شهدا بیاید تا برای ما موبایل
Yaduveer Krishnadatta Chamraj Wadiyar, the head of the royal family here, who is the NDA candidate from Mysore. Sir, thank you for talking to us today.
A pleasure. Thank you for having me.
First of all, why this decision?
Well, it's been about a year in coming, but a process of the last 9 years, obviously. This career option probably propped up within the first 2 years of taking up the responsibility within the palace. And we knew it was an open, there was a space there for that career option. But I'd stayed away for a while because there was other commitments and other things I had to fulfill. But this seemed like the time was ripe, and it was the environment was right for me to take a plunge into it. And I've always wanted to serve society at a higher level. From a personal capacity, we were doing it within the institutions that were set up by my forefathers. But now I'm ready to take it up in the public mantle with the mandate of the people of Mysore and Kodagu.
But it also comes with its own challenges.
Certainly.
I'm sure you would have thought about it. When you're in the palace, people respect you. When you come into politics, then there's always criticism, you're always under the scanner, and obviously politics will happen. You will have opponents getting into some controversy, making statements.
Well, I mean, the whole idea of Bharatiya philosophy is to live out your own destiny, and even if you do that imperfectly, it's better than living another destiny perfectly. So I certainly wanted to do that at some point in time, and now that I have got a good grip on how to conduct the affairs related to the heritage that is relevant to the palace, I know I can take a much more larger role in society, and that will balance itself out, I'm sure. I think it's good to have perhaps a change in politics, in the sense we all could do better from the way we conduct ourselves, the way we behave, and further the political role into a more dignified sense. And I think we should approach it more professionally, and certainly limit our criticisms to the ideological aspects or the developmental aspects of the work that is being done.
At the same time, what are you that you're promising to your electorate? Because it's a huge constituency. Mysore has its own aspirations. You have Kodagu that has its own aspirations. In between, you have rural pockets as well. What is it that you're promising to the electorate?
Within Mysore and Kodagu, I think they're, while uniquely different sort of culture and people, there is aligned aspirations in the fact that Mysore would like to be Mysore going forward and retain its identity in terms of its heritage. Kodagu would like to retain its nature and its environment going forward and remain as Kodagu as well. That doesn't mean they do not want development. They want development in an organic sense, something that doesn't harm the identity of either place. And I think that in the lieu of that, I think we can certainly do a good job here, because it comes very much in line with the tradition that is set up by the erstwhile rulers of Mysore as well, because you have to protect the legacy that we come from, the history that we come from, and the tradition that we have within our country, but at the same time bringing in development in an organic way so that it melds the two together and creates the hybrid we need going forward.
At the same time, we've already seen the opposition Congress, or rather your opponent in the constituency Congress, floating a narrative saying it's the king versus a common man, saying will he be accessible? This whole narrative has been on ever since your ticket got confirmed.
Well, you can certainly see that they are justified given the sort of perceptions of royalty or rajas, etc., which have been perceived through society, but I don't think those are very much true in India. Raj Dharma, or the code of conduct for kings, was very specific in that your role is to serve society, and those principles can be taken forward in public role today as a politician as well. It doesn't just limit itself that is king. Anybody in a leadership role, these principles apply to. Your primary focus should be on serving the people, on development, and to bring up your constituency as a bridge from the center to here as well. And I think people will judge us on our aptitude for the job and our ability to do so, rather than narratives that are maybe pushed as an agenda by others.
And part of it is this question saying the royal family is involved in multiple legal cases with the state government. There are projects that are pending because there's some litigation over a parcel of land. And many have said, then how will Mr. Wadiyar play a non-partisan role there? How will he ensure that
justice system
takes a responsibility as an MP and as a family member?
Sure. I'm sure, as you are aware and everyone is aware, the justice system is completely independent in our country, and that is one of the strengths of our country. These decisions will be taken independently by the judiciary, and the decisions will be acted upon by the governments as in lieu of the same. There is no role to be played by an MP there, and there is certainly no influence that he can have in that matter. So I don't see any overlap there.
ما بدي شو لبيت امي انا لكن ان شاء الله
Don't.
That was U.S. President Joe Biden's answer Friday when asked what his message to Iran was as Israel prepares for a possible attack.
We will support Israel, we will help defend Israel, and Iran will not succeed.
Warnings grew of retaliation for the killing this month of a senior Iranian commander in the country's embassy in Damascus. Israel did not claim responsibility for the airstrike, but Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei said Israel, quote, must be punished and shall be for an operation he said was equivalent to an attack on Iranian soil. Countries including India, France, Poland, and Russia have warned their citizens against travel to the region, already on edge over the war in Gaza, now in its 7th month. Germany and Austria on Friday called on their citizens to leave Iran. The Israeli military said it had not issued fresh instructions to civilians, but spokesperson Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari asked people to remain vigilant.
We are prepared and are on high alert, both defensively and offensively, and we will know how to both inform the public and deal with any threat.
Meanwhile, on Friday, dozens of missiles were intercepted in the sky over the Israel-Lebanon border. The Israeli army said others had fallen in open areas and no injuries were reported.
אמרתי שאנחנו בימים מאתגרים. אנחנו בעיצומה של המלחמה בעזה שנמשכת במלוא עוזה. במקביל אנחנו ממשיכים במאמצים שלא נפסקים כדי להחזיר את חטופינו. אבל אנחנו נערכים גם לתרחישים של אתגרים מזירות אחרות. ואנחנו קבענו עיקרון פשוט. מי שפוגע בנו, אנחנו פוגעים בו. אנחנו נערכים לענות על הצרכים הביטחוניים של מדינת ישראל, גם בהגנה וגם בהתקפה. ואני ועם ישראל סומכים עליכם. שיהיה עם כולנו.
Joining me here today is Mr. V. Muralidharan, BJP's Artingal constituency candidate. Mr. Muralidharan, it is a tough fight here in Artingal constituency. You are taking on sitting MP of the Congress, Adud Prakash, and a sitting MLA from the CPIM, Mr. Vijay. How are you seeing this competition, and what do you think will be your advantages in Artingal constituency?
See, this contest in Artingal, of course, is a tri-cornered contest. It is not individuals who are fighting. It's ultimately the parties, their policies, their approaches, their achievements. All these are the various aspects that will come into play. And in this, my biggest advantage is the last 10 years good governance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and the fact that the government is again coming back. Prime Minister Modi will be forming his third government once the results are out. So naturally people know that Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is going to continue as the Prime Minister, and it will be always beneficial to have an MP who is part of the team of Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
You talk about the development work by the Modi government and that you will be able to contribute to it. But what is your specific vision or your plan for Artingal? What is it that you can tell us about?
See, this constituency is one which I won't say that it has one specific point of issues. We have the coastal belt, we have the agricultural belt, we have the traditional artisans and such people, and we have the hilly areas. Of course, the tribals, the scheduled caste communities. It's a mix of all these things, and their issues are also different. See, for example, if I say the coastal area, in the coastal area, people have been protesting against the various governments or their actions that they have undertaken, especially in places like Udalapudi, which was not to the, means whatever was done was not by taking into confidence the local community. From there, if you go to the entire coastline, there are multiple such issues, one. Second, this area was considered to be within Trivandrum district or in the southern part of Kerala, an area which enjoins Kollam, which was the center of cashew industry. So we have a lot of cashew industries and factories also. We have coir industries, but they are all now in a very, very bad shape. Infrastructure, there are the roads problem is there. Drinking water is a very serious issue. Even in yesterday I visited 2 scheduled caste colonies in municipality of Nedumangad. People have to walk 3 to 4, means 2 to 3 kilometers carrying water on their shoulders. They don't have even a drop of water to drink. Such issues are there. So, skill development, employment, the agricultural field, all these areas, there are lot of issues which have not been addressed by the governments which were ruling the state or the members of this area who represented them in the parliament.
One of the high-profile constituencies to look out for as far as Telangana is concerned, and joining me now is Dr. Ranjit Reddy, incumbent MP from Chevella. But how do things stand as of now for you?
As of now, the things are pretty good and they are looking rosy for the Congress party because we have already won 3 constituencies there. 4 segments we have lost. So what has happened is, having won 3 segments, and in the rest of the constituencies also there's a huge, basically the fight is between Congress and BJP now. So there is huge difference of voting between BJP and Congress, almost more than 3 lakhs. It is around 3 lakhs. So when there is a difference of 3 lakhs, that is the 3 lakhs is the advantage for the Congress party. So from there we have to take it off. So even if I can retain all the votes which were polled for the assembly candidates, that will be pretty good for me. Second thing, definitely the Muslim votes is a huge chunk in my constituency. More than 4 lakh voters are there, and most of them of late they started preferring Congress. It was BRS or Congress before. Now they totally shifted to Congress because they feel the fight is between BJP and Congress. So instead of favoring BJP candidate by voting to BRS, they feel that it is better to vote for Congress. So that will also make a huge difference for me. Overall, the MLAs, the contested MLAs, they are going in tandem. They were happy with my candidature also. Today everyone have expressed the same point. What I liked was the way I was introduced to all their concerned senior leaders of their constituencies. They are talking very good and nice about me, saying that he's a good candidate. We are happy that he has come.
As a matter of fact, you had a meeting with Chief Minister Yaduveer Reddy today.
Yeah, I had a meeting with him. After that, in the public forum, when these MLAs were talking about me, saying that they're happy having me in the party, there will be two things. When someone comes directly into the party getting a ticket, they'll have some resistance, but that was not even 1%. So that is a plus factor for me also.
Okay, so in 2019, you won on a BRS ticket. What prompted you to switch sides and join the Congress this time? And yours was a high-profile exit.
Yeah, I have won. Ex-Chief Minister Honorable KCR Garu gave me an opportunity to contest. I contested against Mr. Vishweshwar Reddy, who was from Congress. Now he has moved to BJP. So there was a triangular fight now. So if I have to contest from BRS, it will be me and some other from Congress, and the third is from BJP. So in that case, the edge will favor the BJP, because they will be fighting between BJP and BRS and Congress voters, because most of them have shifted from BRS to Congress of late. So what I thought is, why should I give an advantage to Mr. Vishweshwar Reddy? Overall, end of the day, the fight is between me and Vishweshwar Reddy in Chevela constituency. Because he has moved to BJP, I have to move to some party as from a national party, which has to give a tough fight to Vishweshwar Reddy. So instead of saving my skin and trying from BRS, I thought, my opponent is Vishweshwar Reddy. What I keep telling my cadre or my people from my constituency, now let us not see who is heading which party now. The fight is not between Modi and Rahul Gandhi here. What I said is, locally, the MP who has won before me and MP who has won recently, it was the same KCR under whom we have worked. So under KCR, the ground was the same, the batsmen were different. The first 5 years he has batted, next 5 years I have batted. What is the tempo, what is the mood of the people there? Everyone says, "Arey, you are so accessible, anytime we can come there, we can sit, wait for your this thing, you will come and address the issue, resolve the issues." Whereas when people used to go to him, he never entertained them. People, if they are given time of 10 o'clock, even if they go 10 past 2 or 3 minutes, they used to say that your time is over. So that was a way of receiving the people there.
What are on your top 5 things to do as far as your agenda for Chevela constituency is concerned, and how much of the promises in the past have been fulfilled?
Most of the promises which were made during my election campaign, the demands which were put up by my people, I have cleared everything. Most of them.
So 100%.
Most of them I said. So most of them, in the sense, the major things what they were asking was the 111 GO, that was done. The Palamur Rangareddy project to be taken off, that took off. I took all the public representatives to all the entire project. In our thousands of people, we started early in the morning, came back by evening. We went around to all the projects. They were pretty happy looking at the massive projects, the tunnels and all. And the third important thing was the road what they were asking from, the Appa to Manneguda. So that road, the file was moving for the last 10 years. Having got elected, I went and sat with Mr. Gadkari. We have opened the Google, we have seen everything were clear. The issue was the width of the road. So we were asking for 60, and via meter we finally read for 45 meters. That was also cleared. Everything happened very well.